Next film we're discussing is the Green Inferno, directed by often horror director Eli Roth. This is a tale of college students who want to do-gooder college students, and that's not my opinion. That's the opinion of the film. Makes them very, altruistic. They want to save the world. They want to save this rainforest and the people who live in it. They're, surprise, their plane crashes, and they find themselves at the mercy of a tribe of cannibals. And from there is, like you would expect an Eli Roth movie, a lot of gore and also a surprising amount of humor. I went into this film expecting to be disgusted, and I was at points, but I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I did, or to laugh as much as I did, which I think really helped, lessen the horror of what these group of college students were experiencing. There's no real great characters here as far as like anyone that's fleshed out or anything. These are your typical like there to get killed off. Some were sleazier than others.
Very sleazy.
But for this type of movie, I mean, that fits. I felt like it was well done enough in the. I think they used real people from that area, but they clearly had a few actors for the leads.
Right.
They were scary. They were really scary. And I was really like thinking, "Oh my gosh, I would not want to be in this situation." And one thing I thought that was well done, was smart, was one of the earliest kills is pretty much the most gruesome. So even though there's more to come, it doesn't escalate
right
like a lot of horror films would do. It then brings in some of the humor and everything, so that I don't want to say something bad, say like enjoy watching people get killed, but at least with the humor and them being so dislikable at times, it's kind of, you're there for the ride.
Yeah.
And so I enjoyed this film more than most. I don't like a lot of his films, but this might even be my favorite of his films. I give it 3 stars out of 4. It's entertaining, and if you're for a horror film about cannibals, it's not as gross as it could be, and it's funnier than it should be. So
I agree with you. I give it a 3 out of 4 as well. I will say that it's too long. The opening 45. The opening segment lasts too long. It lasts 45 minutes, and that's far too long for a setup for serial killer fodder, or in this case, cannibal fodder. And I will I give it a positive review because it sets out to shock, to scare us, and to gross us out, and it does those 3 things. So yes, I give it a positive review. However, I will say that this is for hardcore horror fans only.
Yes.
This is a very violent movie. It is incredibly violent. That it did not, that the MPAA, in their infinite wisdom, did not require any cuts to avoid an NC-17 rating is astounding. It is that violent, and it is that gory. I mean, you see people getting eaten alive, when by other human beings. You see female genital mutilation like on screen, and so on that level, it was shocking, and this is not appropriate in any way, shape, or form for children. I want to get that out of the way. But it does exactly what it sets out to do, and the guy who plays the main villain of the heroes is perfectly detestable. And
Alejandro.
Yes!
Even his name is pretentious. He's so full of himself.
Oh my god, I hated this guy, and I love to hate him. And you're right, it is unexpectedly funny. The diarrhea scene is it's unbelievably gross, but at the same time, it's absolutely hilarious. So
I
I give it a 3 out of 4.
Yeah, I saw this film in the theater.
So did I.
Okay, and then I watched it again recently with a group of horror fans who hadn't seen it. You know, so,
Yes.
and the biggest laugh was without getting too detailed was Alejandro's very laid back way of handling the situation of being in captivity. because it's a two-tier joke, and it's so ridiculous because it's the initial, and then there's a response to it.
Yeah.
It doesn't deter him at all. Like they actually had people in tears both in the theater and with the group. And oddly enough, because like you said, this really is if you're a horror fan, watch it. If not, probably skip it.
Yeah.
However, my father, not a horror fan at all, somehow stumbled across this on a cable movie channel.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And he asked me if I had seen it, and I'm like, how do you know about this? He tells me, well, I'm thinking, he's like gonna, have a lot bad to say. The humor carried it for him. He actually enjoyed watching. He's like, it's gross and stuff, but I was laughing, The humor actually carried him through.
Right.
So maybe Eli Roth needs to get away from the brutal, violence.
And go more into camp.
Yeah, camp with some humor.
Yeah. I love to see what what he would do with like something like Samson.
Right. Yeah. Actually, I guarantee you, Samson killing hundreds of people with the jawbone of an ass would have been done way differently.
Yeah.
In that. So. All right. Well, we agree on
yes.